Welcome to Lonza Arena in beautiful Visp, Switzerland. The ISBHF 2024 World Men's Ball Hockey Championships are live. I'm Elio Pascuzzo, proud to bring you live action here of the Men's A quarterfinals between Team Greece and host Team Switzerland. A lively crowd in place here at the game as Team Greece coming off a second place finish in their group, and Team Switzerland third place in their group. Of course, the referees for today's game, Ergenij Danilec from Czechia and Peter Hršku from Slovakia, get the call for this massive fixture of two teams trying to punch their ticket to the semifinals and guarantee them a medal round game. They'd like it to be gold. Nonetheless, a win here for either team will propel them to tomorrow's World Semifinals. And of course, the loser will be relegated to a placement game. Still, a good showing for all teams, but you want to get to those semifinals when you attend these tournaments. Good crowd filing in here at Lonza Arena as we get set to go. We're off. Team Greece in their black jerseys, gold trim, black shorts. Team Switzerland in their white jerseys, black shorts, going left to right. Team Greece right to left. We're underway. Ball is dumped in, and the Greece netminder Economicus sends it, but they can't get it out as Switzerland with a little early pressure. To the point, that shot gets through, but no problem for Angelos Economakis. Ball comes out past the neutral zone. Switzerland retreats as defender Alexander Mermoud leaves it for Nick Klubeck. Of course, Switzerland ending up in third place in their preliminary round, and they go cross over to the second place team Greece, who ended up behind Canada in their group. Early turnover as Switzerland tries to get something going. Ball is kept in. 65, Yannick Muller takes a shot. Volduald, he'll shoot. Here comes Greece now. Still can't get it out. Good sustained pressure by Switzerland here. Shot just wide. Ball still kept in as Verli sends it in, but Greece will control. 14. Of course, Steven Alvo with the ball now, having a great tournament. Great player here, Steven Alvo. That goes up to 90. Taskis back to Alvo. That'll go in, and goaltender Yannick Messer covers up. So, as we see these two national teams play off against each other, some high stakes here on a Thursday early evening in Visp. Switzerland tried to make the Final Four for the first time since 2001 in Toronto. And of course, Greece has made it a couple of times, most notably Laval 2022, where they made the semifinals and then lost the bronze game as a shot ricochets possibly off the crossbar there. Good opportunity for Switzerland. Kostopoulos. Greece will settle things down and get a line change. Antonios Kostopoulos. He'll leave it back on the change for Emmanuel Arcales. Arcales. Trying to set things up. Ioannis Adamu, great player, veteran of this squad. That's tipped ahead by Karageorgios. Goes in deep. And Switzerland now will retreat. Of course, in advance, any apologies from myself for any pronunciation errors, but I'll do my best, folks. Adamu now chips it ahead as Switzerland tries to keep the pressure on. Adrian Verli. Verli curls, chips it ahead off the boards. Ball goes in front, doesn't miss by much. Chased down by Chofo. Mermoud with the shot. Eberle. He'll curl. Back to 22, Muller. 66, the score, Paulik. Mario Paulik. As the ball comes out. And Ken Muller gives it up to 68. Paulik. Mario Paulik shoots. Doesn't get through. Rebound. Oh, pass in front almost connects. But Greece happy to get it out. Early pressure here by Switzerland. Maybe a little momentum off the home crowd as ball is sent down flooring. And of course in ball hockey, flooring is icing. Just remember that, folks, as you're watching. Similarities to ice hockey, offside is offside. But in ball hockey, flooring is icing. 10:47 left. Big thanks to our ISBHF staff working hard, of course. Alish Zuna and Jan Havel, who work so hard behind the scenes. Want to have a shout out to them. Here comes Switzerland again. They'll dump it. And Jan Bardos, who had a big game against Finland. He's had a great tournament so far, actually. Number 39, Chofo, member of the under-23 team from Liberec, Czechia last year. Chofo with the shot. That gets through. Rebound. Greece. Abandonado feeds it up to Arcales, who sends it in front on the backhand. Nice little chance there for Greece. Yannick Muller now. Muller settles things down. He'll give it to Nicholas Verli. Another good up-and-coming player. Verli. Not going to be 23 till October. Switzerland now meticulously trying to get the ball into the zone. 74, Verli. Verli tries to backhand it through, but defenseman was pinching there. Maybe he'll advise to try those blind passes, especially when a defenseman's pitching, because the turnover could turn into an odd man rush the other way. But nonetheless, Verli regroups. 27 now, Max Muller. '95, Antoine Grandjean. 8:50 left here. First period. You're watching live action of the 2024 World Ball Hockey Men's Championships as Angelos Ikonomakis settles that ball down. We're live from Lonza Arena in Visp, Switzerland. This tournament is taking place in two venues, Visp, and some teams proceed to Raron. So there are multiple venues here in the World Championships. It all culminates tomorrow night with the Women's World Final, and then Saturday the Men's B Final and Men's World Championship final. So some big matches coming up in the next 72 hours for everybody to enjoy here. The 2024 edition of the World Ball Hockey Championships. So Greece behind the net settles it down. That ball is deflected, so flooring is waved off. Grandjean. Back to Suarez Vasco Rodriguez. Good looking player. The 26-year-old now. Sends it to Mario Paulik, leading scorer in the Switzerland National League, of course, for the Sierre Lions, this year's finalists, but lost in 5 games to Oberwall. Here comes Switzerland again. Robert Filipek. Filipek shielding. Sends it back to the point. He'll get it back to Mermoud. Mermoud. Back to Filipek. Filipek rumbling. Gets through. And we have a call here as Robert Filipek draws the penalty. First one. First opportunity here coming up for Switzerland. 6:53 into the first. And we're going to have hooking the call. Number 6, Spiros Goulakos for Greece. Face off to the left of Ikonomakis. Chalfo, his power play's been doing well for Switzerland. Let's see if they can capitalize here. Verli, Chalfo, Eberli. Eberli shoots just wide. Greece trying to get it out, but they can't. Ion Etienne. Back to Eberli. Verli. Eberli. Verli shoots. That gets deflected and ricochets wide. Adamu now will try to kill some time. He's harassed by Bardos. Jan Bardos. Nice play there by number 17, Emmanuel Arkalis. Another strong player for the Greece team, led by John Kontitsis, who's done yeoman's work for the Greece team over the years. Muller now over the boards. Doesn't get it in, so now Paulik has to retreat. Muller then. Paulik, zone. He'll chip it and settle it down. Muller. Mermoud. Muller. Mermoud shoots. Nice save. Rebound. Yannick Muller. Mermoud. He'll feed it to Muller. Mermoud shoots. Paulik retreats it. Mario Paulik. He'll set up Tim Muller. Paulik then goes to the forehand. Loses control. 3 seconds left in the man advantage as it looks like Greece will kill this off. Mermoud shoots. Nice save. Ikonomakis. And that's sent down. But that'll be flooring. 5:59 left in the first period here. Quarterfinal action at Lons Arena in Visp, Switzerland. The winners of the next 2 games, Greece, Switzerland, Canada, Finland, will join the United States of America and Czechia in the semifinals. Who plays who will be determined by the next winners based on their preliminary round rankings. So 5-on-5 action here, under 6 minutes left. Peter Amanatidis tries to get it out, but Switzerland, no power play, but a little sustained pressure post power play as Verli. Max Muller, Nicholas Verli. He'll shoot. That'll ricochet wide. Michael Fairclough. He'll leave it for Max Muller, who takes a tumble. And now Greece will try to get it out, but again, Switzerland sustained pressure, but Sotirios Athananopoulos will settle things down, and that'll get up to Peter Abandonado, who scored the goal of the tournament in Laval 2 years ago in a quarterfinal win against Slovakia. 97, Nico Chimidian, right in front, great opportunity for Xanthopoulos, Nico Xanthopoulos, but Messer's there to turn him away. Here comes Greece now, getting some confidence. Chimidian to the forehand, backhand, front, right in front of the crease. But Switzerland clears it. Good pressure here by this line. Chimidian. 34 now, Karageorgios. Sotirios Karageorgios. As a battle ensues in front of the net. Switzerland defender with no stick here, front of the net, Adamu. That's sent ahead by Chofo. Adrian Verli will try to feed it in front. Doesn't miss by much. Under 4 minutes left. 22. Ken Muller with an attempt. And Karageorgios settles everything down. .330 left here, first period. Men's A quarterfinal action. Greece versus Switzerland. 0-0 here. Mermoud, nice little play to keep it in. That'll be sent in by Robert Filipek. And Ikonomakis will freeze it. So, of course, this is the 15th edition of the World Championships in the men's category. Canada, of course, 6-time world champions. They'll play later versus Finland. Slovakia, disappointment earlier, getting bounced by the United States of America. They have 5 world championships, and Czechia with 3, looking for their first title since 2011 in Bratislava. Again, as I mentioned, Switzerland trying to make history here. 23 years ago in Toronto, they qualified for the Final Four, and they'll try to get back there. Greece, as mentioned before, 2015 and 2022, 4th place finishers made it to the semifinal round. You're going to try to go one step further this year. Switzerland still with some pressure. As a nice shot there by Holdewald. Tobias Holdewald. .254 left. Thank you to our partner Napper for all your ball hockey equipment needs. Napper.com. Face off to the right now of Ikonomakis. Here comes Greece. Number 47, Kostopoulos sends it in deep behind the net. 2 Greece players are there, but out comes Switzerland. 21, Tim Muller. He leaves it back for Ahon Iten. .74 now, Verli. He'll send it ahead, but that gets intercepted at the blue line. But Switzerland turns it back. Here comes Fairclough. He'll try to let one rip. 88 chases it down. Barbas. Joshua Barbas, who's played so well for Greece over the years. Adamu. He'll retreat. Fairclough. Watching him, under 2 minutes left here in the first period. 72. Amanatidis. And that ball slides by Messer. Looked innocent, guys. But it was towards the net. And with 1:25 left, Greece has drawn first blood here on an innocent looking play. So we look at the replay. Amanatidis, Johnny Amanatidis, will watch this replay. Just seems to be curling, putting something towards the net. I don't know if it got deflected, but nonetheless, that's not a good goal to give up if you're Switzerland. 1-0 Greece. .22 now for Switzerland. Ken Muller, Paulik. Mario Paulik. Curls. Rebound. Frozen. 58 seconds left here. First period. So John Amanatidis opens the scoring for Greece. Paulik now tries to send Filipek, but that's too far. And another call, Florik on Switzerland. So a face-off will come back to the right of goaltender Messer. And Switzerland now with a little pressure, but couldn't capitalize. Greece comes back, scores, takes the early lead. Now Switzerland does not want to make any mistakes here with 45 seconds left. Ball comes out though, Paulik. He'll send it back to 65, Yannick Muller. Set deep, Muller. He'll go to the forehand and shoot. Doesn't get through though. And Greece now with 22 seconds left. Karagiorgios. Another chance maybe with 14 seconds left. Paulik takes a wrist shot, but nobody's there for the rebound other than the Greece defender, Kakivelis. Tries to get it out, they'll dump it and floor it. 1.8 seconds left. First period. You're watching live action of the 2024 ISBHF World Men's Ball Hockey Championships. Team Greece with the 1-0 lead over Team Switzerland in this quarterfinal matchup, with the winner qualifying for the World Semifinals tomorrow, the Final Four. One game coming later on. Team Canada, the defending world champions, they will take on Team Finland, the 2019 silver medalists in Kosice, Slovakia. Face-off won by Greece, and the buzzer sounds to end the first period with the score on a goal by number 94, Amanatidis. Team Greece 1, Team Switzerland 0. You're watching the 2024 World Ball Hockey Championships. The ISBHF, proud to have you on board from Visp and Raron, Switzerland. We'll be back after the intermission for second period action.
dein Traum wahr werden. Wird zum Profi. ochsnerhockey.ch
English, please.
We're back at Lonza Arena in Visp, Switzerland. 1-0 Team Greece here in the men's A World Quarterfinals. Winner punches their ticket to the World Semifinals tomorrow. Loser will have to play a placement game. Let's see what happens. Paulik with the shot. That just goes off of Ikonomakis. And in the corner as Switzerland tries to get some early pressure. They had some pressure early in the first period. Couldn't put one in, and then Greece scored on the innocent-looking shot by 94, Amanatidis. Here comes Abandonado. He's dispossessed. And then offside, Switzerland, 14:07. Of course, these teams haven't medaled yet at the National, at the Worlds, but they're looking to try to get a chance to by winning tonight. Greece, of course, fourth place finishers in 2015 and 2022. Switzerland in 2021. Here comes Greece now. Good speed by the Greece player, Kostopoulos. But that's turned aside by Yannick Messer. 13:51. Gone. Second period. Action early here at Lonza Arena. Pressure now by 16. Panetta Tsingelis, the youngster. The 22-year-old. Just turned 23, I believe, in May. Flooring on Switzerland. Both teams have some good-looking young players. Of course, Switzerland has some that played in the under-23. Last year in Liberec, and they've all graduated to this team. And then Greece also with some good-looking young talent coming up. That's 72, Peter Amanatidis. 16, Panetta Tsingelis. Good-looking young talent for Greece here. And how about Sotirios Karageorgios, number 34. All young and up-and-coming players. Greece now. Link pass is tipped. Flooring is waved off. The aforementioned Panetta Tsingelis tries to send it through, but can't. And Moritz Hausherr will leave it behind for Suarez Vasco Rodriguez. Switzerland down a goal here in front of the home crowd, lively crowd at Lunds Arena on a Thursday early evening here. Ball is sent down innocently. Jacob Kostopoulos now. That'll come around. Switzerland taking over. Number 3, the veteran, Alessio Faina, the 34-year-old. Kept in by Mermoud. Filipek. Mermoud. Here comes Greece now. That's intercepted. Faina. He'll shoot. Turned aside. Abandonado now. That's sent back in. Tipped ahead. And 22 will retreat. Ken Muller. Filipek rumbling, trying to get something to the net, but can't. Back to the point now. Shot. That's turned aside by Ikonomakis. Adamu now. Jonas Adamu. Taking his time. Ball is dumped deep. Crowd now trying to urge Switzerland on. 10:30 left, but Greece with a little opportunity. That's fed through nicely to the backhand, but nicely deflected by the Swiss defender. And here comes Yannick Muller. Takes his time, waits for the forwards to change. Ball is taken over, but referee spots an offside. 10:05 remaining. You're watching live coverage of the 2024 World Men's Ball Hockey Championships from Lonza Arena in Visp, Switzerland. The winner of tonight's game will join Czechia and USA. We got a game coming up. Matt Louis leads his team Canada against Team Finland in the finale of the quartet of quarterfinal matches here at the Worlds. Ball is chipped right over the scoreboard and down for flooring. Always remember, in ball hockey, flooring is icing. Always have to remind people. We have the floating blue line, of course. Everybody's very familiar. Gain the zone via the blue line. Acquire half the rink to the red line to sustain offense. Defending team has to clear it past center to reset the blue line. Draw one by Switzerland. Shot is turned aside by Ikonomakis. He's played well so far. Usually does here for Greece. Fairclough. He'll send it. That comes with a chance. Fairclough can't convert. And we're going to have a penalty called. One for hook and one for slash. Looks like both of them are getting it. So probably have 4-on-4 action. Face off to the right of Ikonomakis. 5:25 gone. Second period. Fairclough with the penalty for Switzerland. And number 22, Abandonado for Greece. Greece now, number 44 with a shot. That's nice little play there. Excuse me, 14. Alvo. Nice shot. Messer had to be alert there. So Fairclough for hooking. And Abandonado for slashing. 9:10 left, second period here. Alvo takes the draw, wins possession. Chips it ahead to Taskas. Simon Taskas. Member of the Danforth Knights National Championship in the B group last year in Canada. Pawlik takes a shot, deflects off the defender. Into the meshing. 8:49 left, second period. Tight battle here at Loans Arena. The home nation, the hosts, trying to get back to the Final Four for the first time in 23 years. Greece trying to duplicate what they did in Laval, Quebec, Canada in 2022 and get back to the semifinals and maybe go one step further. Face off to the right of Economakis. Ball comes back to the point. That's tipped ahead, but couldn't get chipped ahead. And nice little play there by Mulla. He'll get a shot away. Nice, Yannick Mulla. Goes around the boards. It's Greece trying to get the ever important second goal here. Create some space. Barbas with a chance. Comes back to 17. Arkalis. Shot. Doesn't miss by much by Arkalis. 98. Kakavelis. Takes a shot. Doesn't get through. Switzerland will regroup. Under 8 minutes left here. Second period. World Men's Ball Hockey Championships. A quarterfinal action. 2 winners already so far today, Czechia and the United States of America. Now Switzerland with the shot, that's deflected. Greece does a great job of getting sticks in the passing lanes and in the shooting lanes. Active sticks will do everything in this sport. Keep them active, you block a lot. 7:33 remains. Face off to the left now of Economakis. Max Muller takes the draw. Fairclough back on the floor after the penalty. Getting physical. Stretch pass. Muller intercepts that. Shot towards the net. Deflects in the air. Loose. Still loose. Greece able to recover. Nice curl. But ill-advised to turn it over there. Greece scores on the turnover. Alvo, I believe, number 14. Picks up the ball, and it's 2-0 for Greece. Can't turn the ball over in the neutral zone. Once you get it to a guy like Alvo, I really think you have to be careful because you have to know who's on the other side. If it's their top line or one of their top 6 forwards, you got to be extra careful and chip that ball ahead. Not saying that your bottom 6 is any less important to a team, but you have to know who's on the other side because neutral zone turnovers will kill you. you're giving it up to a player on another team that's one of their better players, and that's what happened there. It's 2-0 Greece. 6:51 left, second period. But I always say to players, know who's on the other side. I'm sure players back in the day knew when Gretzky was out there. Tell you that much. Anyway, Switzerland now, backs to the wall, down 2, at home. .2309, Alvo gives them a 2-0 lead. And now Switzerland will really have to get aggressive and open up here. As Greece playing a picture-perfect game, backstopped by Ikonomakis, played sensible defense and capitalizing on their chances. Alessio Fiana. That ball is sent deep. 22, Muller, Ken Muller. And we all remember the preliminary round. Switzerland down 2 with less than a minute left to Czechia. They force overtime, so they got lots of time here, but gotta get some offense if they want any chance here. Ball goes into the slot. That shot doesn't miss by much. Filipek now. Proud. Paulik. Back to the point. Mermoud. Took too much time. Got to get rid of that ball quicker. Greece now. Sends it. And a nice little feed by the youngster, Panetta Tsingelis. Good-looking young player. Oh, turnover. Bandinato, another guy you don't want to turn it over to. So close to your netminder. Switzerland with some ill-advised turnovers here in the second period. One has already cost them. Could another one cost them? Shot from the point. Messer with the save, and he'll gather it up. 4:40 left. Second period. You're watching live action of the 2024 World Men's ISBHF Ball Hockey Championships. Quarterfinal action in the A pool. Greece 2, Switzerland 0. Second period. Winner to the semifinals tomorrow to join Czechia and the United States of America. One more quarterfinal matchup. Goes later. Canada, defending champions, versus Finland, 2019 silver medalists. Quick shot off the point. Marsky and Messer had to be equal to the task. Now the Swiss. Hudewold. He'll send it back. Point shot. Tries to get through. Chofo. Can't bang it in. Muller. Yannick Muller to the net. Backhand. And that's a goal! Hudewold has got Switzerland back in this game. Big goal for the Swiss as they cut the deficit in half. Balls to the net and a rebound. As number 8, Tobias Hudewold scores. .25-51 in, a nice rebound. Banged it in. That's the way you got to score in these good goalies. Ikonomakis is not allowing anything easy. .409 left, second period. Brand new ball hockey game. 2-1 Team Greece over Team Switzerland. As Tobias Hudewold gets the goal. Max Muller now as the crowd energized after that goal. Max Muller, Simon Taskus, but we're going to have a penalty as the referee signals the Greece player. Let's see the signal, slash. Team Greece with their third penalty. Number 14, Alvo. 26-12 for the slash, so golden opportunity for Team Switzerland to even up the score as number 14, Steven Alvo, who gave Greece a 2-0 lead, takes the penalty for slashing. Switzerland controls the face-off. Tim Muller, Mario Paulik. Mario Paulik, patience to Tim Muller. That's sent to Mermoud, who gets a shot off, but easily put aside, but they can't get it out, Greece. So Muller, Mermoud, back and forth for Muller. Tim Muller, the crowd now, trying to urge the Swiss here on this power play. Mario Paulik to the slot. Just couldn't corral it. Yannick Muller. Paulik now. Muller. Paulik as they're trying to set something up for a one-timer. Passes just aren't crisp enough, but pass to the slot, but too many black shirts, and that's going to be sent down. 1 minute left in the man advantage. 2:44 left in the second period. Switzerland, 45 seconds left in the penalty. They get the zone. Now they have the full half rink to operate. Muller, Chofo, Eberle drops off over the boards. Eberle fakes a shot. Bardos, Eberle shoots. Doesn't miss by much. Ahon Iten behind the net. Nicolas Chofo will come out with it and send it back. Eberle. Berle. Chofo. Iten. Berle. Chofo shoots. That's deflected. Penalty's over. Greece kills it. 1:44 left. Nice little penalty kill. Disciplined by Team Greece. Eberle makes a move. Eberle shoots. E10 with the shot on the nice feed by Eberle. Yannick Eberle. Adamu now. He'll feed it up the middle calmly for Alvo, who tries to get off. As Switzerland trying to get possession back. 97 now. Chiminen loses it. Switzerland relentless with their forecheck after the penalty. That's a shot that goes through. Scores! Looked like Antoine Grandjean took that shot. Don't know whether it got banked in or deflected. All I know is that it's 2-2. Wow. If you look at this game, other than the turnover in the neutral zone, all three goals. Get balls to the net, folks. Lots can happen in this sport. Shoot. Don't admire the shot if you're the forwards. Go to the net. And look what happens. So Grandjean with the shot. It may have been deflected by Verli, but we'll see. Nonetheless, 28:57, 3 minutes exactly after the goal by Holdevald. It looks like Grandjean is going to get credit, but we'll wait for the official announcement before we officially communicate to you. 1 minute left, second period. 2-2, brand new game here. Antoine Grandjean, 65 with the goal. And now Switzerland with all of the momentum here, late in the second period, setting up a marvelous third period of action in the men's quarterfinals. Paulik creates space, shoots, doesn't miss by much. Rebound, just wide. Paulik, 24 seconds left. That ball's sent, but couldn't be kept in by Switzerland. Messer now. Be very careful, and he will be. Greece, still with tons of firepower here to score, as you can tell. They have some big-time scorers, Abandonado, Alvo, and the rest. As the shot is just sent in, turned aside, and that's the end of the second period. The score, Team Greece 2, Team Switzerland 2. You're watching live coverage of the 2024 ISBHF Men's World Ball Hockey Championships from Lonza Arena in Visp, Switzerland. We'll be back with third period action after the intermission.
Lass dein Traum wahr werden. Wird zum Profi. ochsnerhockey.ch
Welcome back to Lonza Arena. Third period action here in an exciting game between Team Switzerland and Team Greece. 2-2. World Men's Quarterfinals. Winner punches their ticket to the World Semifinals tomorrow. Greece with the early offense here in the third. Mermoud for Switzerland. Got to be careful. These Greece players do good yeoman's work on the forecheck. Ball is sent, waved off. Adamu tries to get it out. Nice little play to get it up to Karagiorgios. He'll lose it though. Chofo. Bullen. Alvo with the curl. Stevie Alvo can't get it by 59, but 59 will lose it. Alvo now puts it towards the net. That gets deflected. Greece. Wraparound attempt. And a shot. Oldevald. Barely now. Switzerland. Shot, rebound, between the legs. Economakis. Equal to the task. Big save. Nice little play. Tries to surprise the goalie, but Economakis, the best goalies in the world, for my money, turns it aside. Alvo now. Tries to go through one too many. Ahon Iten. That's turned aside by Economakis. Chofo. Now Switzerland trying to apply pressure. 12 minutes left, third period. Goes back to the point. Deflected, batted. Chofo! Economakis. Hausherr. He'll send it behind the net to the veteran, Alessio Faina. Right to the side. And they'll freeze it. 11:32 left. Third period, you're watching live action of the 2024 ISBHF Men's World Ball Hockey Championships from Lonza Arena in Visp, Switzerland. Men's A quarterfinal action. Team Switzerland 2, Team Greece 2. Want to give a thank you to our partner, Napper, for all your ball hockey equipment needs. Napper.com. Face off to the right of Economakis. Crowd trying to urge Switzerland on as the ball is sent down on the flooring. Crowd in a jubilant mood, especially when Gushesi Aiolo is in the house. Greece now with possession. That's sent all the way down. Looks like that's going to go down for flooring. And as I say once a period to my faithful followers in the broadcast, flooring is icing. The crowd getting entertained by Gusheli Aiolo. Over center it goes now. Under 11 minutes left in an entertaining fixture here. Men's A quarterfinals. Czechia qualified. United States of America qualified. Canada versus Finland next. Which one of these two teams will go to the World Semi-Finals? Play at a standstill. Shot! Economakis as Faircloud. Ken Muller back to retrieve it. Under 10 minutes to go at Lonza Arena. Ball goes in deep. 88. Barbas to the backhand. Shields keeps it, sends it in front. Curl around 97 with an attempt. Nice play there by 88. Shield the ball. And now Switzerland having difficulty in their own end. Faina, Alessio Faina sends it cross floor. And there's number 52, Rodriguez. He'll send it. And a backhand by Faina. That doesn't miss by much. Alvo gets it back. Under 9 minutes left here at Lonza Arena. 2-2. Game is on its knife edge. Up next, Canada, Finland. Of course, multiple Masters World Champion Francois Chaloux here, helping Team Canada try to defend their title. 22 Abandonado now. Alvo. He'll bounce it off the board to Abandonado. Try to give it back to Alvo, but get it back. Takes a wrist shot. Dangerous player. Just can't give him any space. Nonetheless, though, Rodriguez chases it down. Taskas. Simon Taskas. He'll do a nice curl off the boards. Send it behind to Alvo, who'll go to the backhand. And Messer has to turn that aside. Switzerland now, 8 minutes left in the final stanza. Jan Bardos. Mermoud. Alexander Mermoud, member of the Sierre Lions here. As Filipek, his teammate in Sierre, can't do anything with it. And here comes Greece. 2-on-1 maybe. Messer falling back, makes the pad save. That handcuffed him. Greece now, 34. Karagiorgios. Shielding the ball. He'll get it back to the point. Shot. Goes behind the net. Mermoud. Sends it to Mario Baulik. Another Sierra Lion in the National League here. 7 minutes left. Third period. 2-2. Lots at stake here for both teams. They wait 2 years for this tournament. This is a golden opportunity to reach the World Men's Semi-Finals. 65 now. Yannick Muller, captain. Oldevald, that's tipped in and frozen. 6:26 left here. Third period, you're watching live action of the 2024 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships. The host venue, Lonza Arena and Raron. In Switzerland. Beautiful cities down in the southern part of Switzerland. Face off one, Eberle takes a shot. Fairclough now. He'll lose it along the boards, and Grease now trying to make something happen with 72. Amanatides, the speedster. Switzerland comes out now. Fairclough. He'll take a wrist shot. Steer to the corner. Fairclough will send it over for Max Muller, but the face-off whistle goes. And there's an injured player on the play along the boards. Hope he's okay. 5:54 left. Third period. Swiss player took him down, but I don't think anything's going to be called. Referee explaining, but with 5:54 left, you would think that the referees are going to let them play as long as it's within reason, especially if it's not in a high-scoring chance area. But nonetheless, the referees have done a great job this tournament. One of the best officiated tournaments so far in the ISBHF history. Greece now. Simon Taskas. He goes in. Rebound. Simon Taskas creates opportunities. Here comes Switzerland. 71 shoots just wide. Faina. He'll send it back to Verli. Rebound. Faina shoots. That's loose. Abandonado tries to get it out and does. Alvo chips it gently to the blue line. Mermoud there. Line change. 5 minutes left. Third period. Of course, we're joined by Team Canada Women's GM Gwen Lemieux, one of the great players, ice and ball, of our time. Paulik scores! Mario Paulik! 4:49 left. And Switzerland, for the first time since 2001, can smell the semifinals. What a shot. As we'll look at the replay, crowd going nuts here, 3-2. Paulik just winds, fires. Leading scorer in the National League for the Sierra Lions is Mario Paulik, one of the all-time leading scorers in Swiss ball hockey history. How fitting that he gives them the 3-2 lead, but lots of hockey to still play. And Greece has lots of time to tie this game up, but Switzerland has come all the way back to take the lead. As the Swiss player goes down, but no call. Chaffo. Barbas now. He'll shoot. Messer with the save. Switzerland. Muller. He'll send it in for Nicholas Chaffo, who played under 23 last year in Liberec. Chaffo grinding. He'll send it back to Muller. He'll shoot. That's turned aside by Kanomakis. Switzerland with pressure. Eberle. That's deflected just wide. Switzerland with the pressure. Under 4 minutes left. Nicholas Verli now. Crowd upping the ante here with their support. Verli. Eberle. He'll shoot. Doesn't get through. Greece now with a chance. That's chipped ahead and out. But Fairclough is there for Switzerland. 200 seconds left in the third. Fairclough Fans on it, can't send it in. Adamu now takes over. He'll send it up to Taskas. Abandonado now. He'll send it back to the point as Greece has their big line out, but that's intercepted. Barely. He'll nicely feed it over. Filipek. Robert Filipek grinding. Under 3 minutes left now in the third period. Lob pass is intercepted. Paulik. Shot! Nice save. Ikonomakis with the blocker. Untimely turnover there. And offside. 2:40 remains. You're watching live coverage of the 2024 ISBHF World Men's Ball Hockey Championships Men's A quarterfinals. The winner of this match will join Czechia and the United States of America in the World semifinals tomorrow. Canada, Finland coming up here tonight in a big matchup. To round out who will be the final four. Play underway again. Ball goes back to the Greece zone. But a backhand just comes up and Oldevald intercepts. Filipek. Yannick Muller, the captain, back to the point. Comes out to Muller, Tim Muller. He'll send it to Nicholas Chaffo, who sends it and ricochets wide. Switzerland with possession. Oldevald sends it into the corner. Yannick Muller, the captain. 2 minutes left in this game. Switzerland keeping the ball. Eberle shoots. Deflected and out of play. 1:46 left between a Final Four spot. First time since 2001, if it happens, everyone. Greece trying to get back to where they were 2 years ago in Laval, Quebec, Canada, and get to the Final Four for the third time in their history. But Switzerland, it's been a long time, and now they're up a goal with 1:46 left, face off to the right of Ikonomakis. And we have a timeout by Greece. So of course, this is the 15th edition of the Men's World Championships. Canada, 6-time world champions. Slovakia, 5-time world champions. Czechia, 3-time world champions. Will we have a new champion this year? Crowd now trying to urge the Swiss to a massive victory if they can hang on. Greece talking it over at the bench. They've been here before, folks. 2 years ago, they ended Slovakia's 4-tournament run in the quarterfinals. So they're no strangers to pressure. They'll just have to find a way to get possession, keep possession, and get it into the offensive zone and quality chances. Timeout is timely because they can keep their top line out there. Abandonado, Taskas, Alvo, Adamo on the back end, along with Peter Arkalis. So they have the guys they want out there. Switzerland, Fairclough, Muller, Verli, Ahon Iten on the back end. And Oldevald, shoot! Off the draw. As the player goes down for Greece. Eberle shoots, doesn't get through. Adamu now, 90 seconds left in the third period. Abandonado can't get it in. Taskas will try. He'll dump it in. But a nice play by the defender on Switzerland to get the ball out. But the faceoff will be deep in Switzerland's zone. 1:11 left in the third period. as the referees now will review probably the play in the corner to determine if there was a high stick. Play at a standstill here. Video review in place. That's the only thing I could think of that they're reviewing. This could be a big call if Greece is afforded a power play with 1:11 left. So this is a penalty check. Of course, this game has major implications. The winner goes to the A semifinals. The loser will have to go to the placement games, which will take place in Raron. So big games here today. So far, USA, Czechia winners. USA over Slovakia, Czechia over Haiti. This matchup here is going to be followed by Canada, Finland. The losers of the quarterfinals will play placement games tomorrow in Raron, while the winners will be back here tomorrow to play semifinals. Taking a little bit more time than I would think, but maybe it wasn't as clear to them, so they're just making sure. I'm thinking it's the high stick in the corner. Let's look at it. Looked like Fairclough's stick came up, or can't really tell myself, but that's because I'm 59 and the eyesight's not as good as it used to be. Nonetheless, video replay official and the two referees got this under control here. 3-2, 1:11 left. Looks like the headsets are coming off. Let's get the call. No penalty after the review, so face off to the left of Yannick Messer. 1:11 left, third period, Switzerland 3, Greece 2. A spot in the semifinals up for grabs. Economakis is out. Extra attacker on the floor. Alvo, Arkalis, Barbas, Taskis, Karageorgios draws one by Greece. That's big. Ball is sent all the way down. Flory, 1:03 left. All you ball hockey players around the world, when you're trying to recruit more players to play our wonderful sport, part of it is teaching them some of the rules and some of the terms. Floating blue line, little different, but most of the rules are very similar. 1:03 left. Alvo again with the draw. Barbas. Abandonado now. Greece, they're heavy hitters, 50 seconds left. Barbas, Alvo, Arkalis. Alvo sends it, but that's intercepted nicely. And the Swiss player sends that out. Excellent anticipation. Arkalis then is met in the corner. Barbas and Bardos. Barbas, 25 seconds left. Etienne watching him. Abandonado. Albo shoots. Just wide. Shielded by Filipek. He'll bounce it off the boards. 13 seconds left, and that's sent all the way down. But it'll go wide and flooring with 8.2 seconds left. One last chance for Greece. And Switzerland now will take a timeout to regroup. 8 seconds away are the Swiss from punching their ticket to a world semifinal for the first time in 23 years. One of the biggest games in Swiss street and ball hockey history. The crowd rising in their voices. Great atmosphere here at Lonza Arena. So, Mermud, Bardos, Filipek, Paulek, Etienne. Those are the 5 sent out. Georgios, Alvo, Arcalis, Barbas, Abandonado, Taskas. Those are the 6 for Greece. 8.2 seconds left. Crucial face-off. That's 1. Back to Abandonado, but it sneaks by. 4, 3, 2, 1. History! At Lonza Arena, Switzerland has qualified for the World Semifinals for the first time in 23 years. The Swiss national men's team will have a chance to medal and, who knows, become world champions. Bedlam here at Lonza Arena. Tough loss for Greece. They took the 2-0 lead, but they can hold their heads up high. They battled, but this Switzerland team battling back from 2 goals down to overcome the lead and then score late and punch their ticket to the World Semifinal, joining Czechia and the United States of America. Only 1 spot remains. That'll be determined by Canada versus Finland. Let's enjoy this atmosphere, folks. Lots of celebrations taking place for Switzerland as we'll get ready for the players of the game. We'll present the players of the game here for both teams. Of course, Greece is disappointed. They had the team they felt to win it all. Matter of inches. Greece player of the game. Angelos Economakis. Stellar performance as usual. Easily one of the best goalies in the world in ball hockey. No doubt. Claudia Nestor of the host organizing committee with the presentations.
And the best player for Team Switzerland, best player, 3 tries.
Mario Paulik, the veteran, perennial leading scorer, winning goal.
Please rise for the national anthem of Switzerland.
Congratulations to Team Switzerland. They defeat Team Greece 3-2 in the men's A quarterfinals. One more game coming up, Canada versus Finland. Thanks for joining us on behalf of the ISBHF. I'm Elio Pascuzzo. You're watching live coverage of the 2024 World Ball Hockey Championships. More action coming your way. Stay safe, everyone.